Maybe. We are live! Welcome, everyone, to What's Brewing at Palm Beach Tech. I am Joe Russo in the taller hammock, and this is Aaron Warmis in the shorter one.
Why did I get the shorter hammock?
You sat in that one first.
All right.
Aaron is affectionately known locally as a guy on Clematis, a little persona he put together over the past few years, but is also the CTO at Smart Exchange, formerly known as HedgeCo.
Right, we're a financial advisory firm, technology firm, located right here in West Palm Beach.
And what kind of, well, you guys have been in business downtown for many years. I mean, one of the longest running tech companies in downtown. What is it that you have done, and what are you doing right now?
Well, we love downtown West Palm Beach. We started here back in 2002. I came here in 2007, and we've been on Clematis Street. We've been where we are now. But what we're doing is we're building technology solutions for advisors, specifically separately managed accounts advisors. And we're here, we're part of the community, and we're recruiting. If you're a coder, if you're an advisory firm that wants to upgrade your technology solutions, come and give us a call.
So you're a fintech company, most importantly and directly, and your basic business model, one, is hire a lot of really smart developers, and two, is work with financial companies to develop their abilities.
Right, so when a financial advisor wants better ways to manage their simply managed accounts, they will come to us, and we'll work with them, we'll set up our solution, and it really makes it easy for them to roll out large models, manage multiple separately managed accounts. We have a lot of different tools, both on the SMA and the UMA side.
Gotcha. How long have you been with the company? I mean, how long have you guys been up to?
Well, SmartX is really a new venture that we literally started just a couple years ago. HedgeCo has been around for about 14 years now, downtown West Palm Beach.
And you've been around all that time?
I've been with HedgeCo since 2004, here in West Palm Beach since 2007.
Wow, that's like even before Twitter.
Yes.
Jeez. Going back.
Before Twitter, BT.
But that also brings up another point. I mean, when all of this technology that we use every day, kind of the Web 2.0 era of technology, Twitter, Facebook, everything, started happening, you were also on the forefront of that locally, too. And I think that everyone's always seen you kind of as a socialite type of guy because of your use of that. But it was really more of a technology side that got you into it, right?
Right. I mean, the social people have been around for a very long time, but I think, with the new technology, it really brings out, the people who use both technology and, this being social, and that's really for anything. I mean, financial advisors have been around for, hundreds of years, but now people who are using good technology on top of their good, financial advising skills, they're the ones that are bubbling up to the top, and that's what we're trying to give the financial advisors the opportunity to do.
Gotcha. Well, Aaron, we're going to talk about the top 5 news stories going on since the past week.
All right.
So, we're going to just chat about a few companies, a few ideas. Number 5 actually comes from Nancy Dahlberg in the Miami Herald, where she talks about the gig economy, that idea of contracting and freelancing and how it's here to stay.
Right.
I mean, we're here at a co-working space where the whole idea is people either working remote or freelancing. I mean, are you seeing a lot more of that? I mean, I certainly am.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as times move forward and people companies stop having such a big infrastructure need. Oftentimes you'll need just a coder to do a couple things, or have someone who's maybe 30% of their time is working for you. You don't have a office for them. You don't have the infrastructure to manage them. But they are a call away working in a place like this.
I use WordPress for a lot, and one of the things I noted earlier this year is WordPress actually closed their offices and just pushed everybody remote.
But they have unlimited travel budget. So you and I, if we were working for WordPress, we could have a meeting in Argentina with someone from WordPress in Argentina. They'd fly us all there. So they don't have any offices, but they've taken all the money and they've put it into their travel expenses.
Does HedgeCo have an unlimited travel budget? Just checking, just trying to help out there. All right, so number 4 news story is actually IT Women Leadership Summit's coming to FAU Tech Runway. So I know we talk about a lot about getting women more engaged and involved in leadership roles in technology, and this is actually a pretty cool event. It's going to be Friday, September 5th. It's going to be all day. I looked at some of the speakers. I mean, you got founders, you got CTO level executives that are going to be there, and that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited for these types of events. I've got 2 daughters now in high school, and every time I see this type of opportunity come to get them more involved, or plan for the future to live in a place where there are events like this, it makes me feel good, and I'm very happy to be in an area that has this types of opportunities.
Do they code?
They
Yeah,
do.
they do.
A little bit.
Better than you, or?
Well, that's not difficult. But, no, there's a lot of online tools. So they do apps using all the online tools that you can go to and just code within the app and download the app. And it's not necessarily low level coding that a coder does, but they definitely are growing up in the environment that knowing how to code is a definite asset for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So going on from fourth to the third story, actually. One of the original companies of FAU Tech Runway, we just mentioned that event that's going to be there, BetaBox, has now actually become Shipmonk over the past few years. And they've transitioned into a full-scale logistics company. So if you're a startup, especially in South Florida, if you're a startup, go check out shipmonk.com right now. Great company. They handle all the e-commerce fulfillment needs. And John Bednar was the guy who had this idea coming from Europe that, all right, he could take all of these things that he wants to ship over to Europe and he can consolidate them with other people that want to do that.
So if I want to ship something, right now I have, like Etsy where I basically do everything on my own.
Yeah.
I have Amazon where I fulfill through them. Would this be a third option?
No, they would do it all for you. So you can go right now, call up Shipmonk,
Okay.
and say, hey, I have this product. I want to put it on Amazon, on Etsy,
Gotcha.
on eBay, and they'll do all of your fulfillment for you.
Got it.
And this is a company that, again, started at FAU Tech Runway in that first class and now has a massive facility. They're actually looking to expand to the West Coast in California as well. And, this is a guy who was just like you and I, he's only 26.
I'm more like you than me then.
It was, but here's a guy who had an idea that actually, went out and did something really cool locally
Great.
for it. So that's really cool to see them growing. Number 2 story, this is something we can all chat about it more longer than this video, but Magic Leap's headset, their hardware, the technology, might have been unveiled last week in a set of patents. We're going to send out the news clipping on this in the email, but I know you've seen it.
Yes, I've seen the patent.
What do you think?
I'd like to see one up close and personal. Honestly, I haven't really seen. I mean, it's exciting. It's
Full
great
disclosure, neither of us have seen it, and
Well, I don't
neither
think
of us.
anyone's seen it.
Well, people have seen it, but they have to sign like the most intense NDA
Right.
possible.
Right. So I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else. I feel like people are giving them enough funding so that they have a great product somewhere in the internal processes
Yeah.
going on. I'm just waiting to see what it is and how it can benefit everybody.
I think the total funding number right now is about $1.3 billion. They are obviously the most capitalized of all of these South Florida companies right now.
I think one of the big thing about VR is just the computing power that it needs to operate. And I think that's something that if this company can put us into the next generation of processors, which might be what they're doing, coming up with a processor that's highly optimized for visualizations and real-time changes. That could be just massive for the entire industry, a total game changer.
And the thing that makes this really cool is it's even a step beyond VR to AR, where we don't even know what the ceiling is yet.
Right
there, it's one of those technologies that is complete science fiction from 20, 30, 40 years ago, and we're seeing it come to life now.
Hey, wait a minute! I've got a surprise for you. I'm not really here. I'm just an augmented reality version of me.
Augmented reality, Aaron.
Yes.
Okay, I think we came up with your Halloween costume this year. And number 1 story this week, is obviously Hurricane Irma.
Yes.
Hurricane Irma is coming. We're expecting that it will probably hit some point Sunday, Monday next week. So get out there, be prepared. We're going to be doing another Facebook Live at some point this week with a forecast from, I don't know if you know Todd Alpert from Nebula
I do not,
Agency. Nebula Agency is a great company down in Boca Raton, founded by Todd Alpert. For those of you that don't know Todd, he's actually a climatologist. He was a college professor for many, many years and decided, I want to start a software company. And I think you can make more money in software than meteorology these days. But he's going to be doing a Facebook Live, and he gives us a little bit of a forecast and background on it, which will be pretty cool. But make sure that you get prepared, download all the apps, follow the right people on Twitter so you can stay up to date no matter what. And most importantly, get water, because it is like going like wildfire.
Yeah. I got water yesterday, so I'm good.
I got like
Make sure all your files are backed up to the cloud. Take basic precautions about your workspace. If it's going to hit, then.
What do you do with your office?
So, well, all of our hardware, we actually moved it. It used to be in a data center in Boca, so we moved it onto Amazon Cloud. So I'm very happy about our operational side. We're also on the 7th floor of the building, so other than water coming in through the windows, we're okay. But for Hurricane Matthew, we did unplug everything. We wrapped everything in plastic just in case there was water damage. Just basic, take care of your equipment.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to do similar steps here at Palm Beach Tech. We hope that you do as well. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.
All right.